Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with you to the energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new, you're coming back, and welcome to Kalpana, the island of Hawaii. I am spending a week here before I head back to my usual residence on the Big Island, before I head back to New York area. Anyways, today we'll do a classic read. So we'll start with an oracle deck, and today this is going to be the sacred travel deck. So let's get a card for DF and DM and see what do we need to know, what's relevant right now, and then we'll get into the energies and the connection energy and messages between the planets. Hopefully dogs aren't gonna bother us. Making the most out of my seating arrangements. So for Divine Feminine we have Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. So you may be feeling particularly vibing or vulnerable in your heart chakra, feeling romantic towards your DM or soulmate, having that longing for some romantic adventure. It's important to have the flow going, so it's an important part of this message. Love flows through you and to you, right? So it's important to keep it flowing, right? So if for some reason you don't have an immediate romantic partner to exchange this energy with, it's important to do that with other people, or come up with some ideas for good deeds towards the community, your family, friends, or whoever. And it will be returned to you tenfold, that's what I'm hearing. For the masculines who have protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels. Yeah, so I'm getting immediately a message that divine masculines have been feeling guilty or something lately. It will be a little different for everyone, of course, but it's like this feeling of torturing yourself. You see the sword here too. It's like it's speaking to me. Like DMs are kind of like beating themselves up. There you go. They're beating themselves up, saying, "How could I have done XYZ, right? Or why didn't I do ABC?" So it's important to let that energy go, especially as we're approaching another eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio next week. It's important to free yourself from those kind of negative anchors into the past or even in the current moment, right? Because that will delay your transformation, or it will make it more painful. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. Okay, let's get the Dream White Tarot and see what's happening in this Divine Feminine right now. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It really helps me spread the word. So we have 10 of Wands clarified by 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and I'm getting, especially with this card, like this person is actually kind of like dropping those wands, because it doesn't look like they're picking them up. To me, they're dropping them. So it's dropping of the burdens and dropping off immediately of that self-sabotaging pattern that DFs have had for a while, right? Where, again, we just spoke about the feeling of guilt for the masculines, right? And this is the feminines also saying, like, maybe I could have done better. I mean, maybe I could have done more. Those kind of things, and trying to keep up with everything and failing to do so, and feeling overwhelmed, right? Like I was supposed to get it. Why am I not getting it? I'm not keeping on top of everything, right? So this is being let go of. If not, then this is your nudge. This is like a little guidance to work towards that, because it's not doing you any good, right? If you could have learned lessons out of these situations, you have done so already. And now it's time to let go of them, and let go and let God, right? And there's a lot of goodness in not taking action sometimes, and that's what I'm getting is important right now. It's important to have that flow of love going, yes. If that means action, then yes. But other than that, in terms of all of those different things that you're worried about that are on your plate, sometimes it's important to also take a break, to make a pause, to stop trying to get everything done fast and and well at the same time, and all of it. Okay, for masculines, got a few cards here. Justice, and the rest are in reverse. The Chariot, King of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so divine masculine is kind of doing that rebalance. Justice is the Libra card, right? Libra energy. Balancing out of and leaving those feelings of guilt and shame behind, feelings of not being worthy behind, right? Like this is the single life, like they're leaving that behind of like, oh no, I'm not good enough, or maybe the person will not be good enough, right? So I'm just gonna stay away from people, not connect, not build that relationship, right? Or I'm gonna pause, I don't want to move forward, right? Because if I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, I'm just not gonna take that action, right? Or I'm not gonna share my feelings if I'm not 100% sure that they're not gonna be reciprocated, right? Like those things are going away now, and there is this major balancing out, especially in terms of communication with other people and relationship. That's mainly what Libra is about, right? Connecting with others, negotiating, compromising, getting into the finding that common ground, right? And DMs now are understanding that it doesn't necessarily mean that if the person isn't already on the same page with you, that nothing is going to work out, right? It's about finding that compromise. It's about giving it a try, right? Trying different approaches. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my position a bit. Sorry about that, guys. In real life. I'm seeing it. I'm getting a new deck, and we're gonna get some information on what's going on with the connection right now. I will also start recording and uploading the May horoscopes, so watch out for that in my other channel, Mindful Bamboo. I will start with Taurus, and I know I always do so in anticipation of it, almost always, right? I'll try to keep it to starting with the sign, which season we're in, whose birthday is right now, which is Taurus, and then I'll go around the zodiac wheel. What's happening in the connection right now? Okay, we got 8 of Wands, the Lovers, and 5 of Wands. 8 and 5 make 13, which is also that transformation in action. Transformation through action, I'm getting. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of action here. Usually I don't see that in 5 of Wands, but in this deck it's like this major battle, like battle royale, right? They're calling it sometimes, with dragons and armor and everything. So the choice in love, the choice to walk towards love, is causing this transformation for the twins, is moving them into this space where they're fearless and decisive, right? 8 is also about taking a decisive action, right? This is more a communication card, but again, in this deck, to me, it speaks more towards walking forward towards your goal, towards a dream, right, and towards love, right? So this is like an intention right now. There's an intention to walk towards love, right? And even if inspired by the twin connection, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be immediately towards the twin. So be careful with that. Don't run into conclusions. It doesn't mean there's no love, right? But that's the inspiration, right? And we are kind of saying that our twin is in use for us, for both ways, you know. So even if we're not ready to be with our twin in the physical, they are inspiring us in more ways that you can imagine. So, you know, the magic between the twins is working, hence that lover's card in the connection space, right? Working towards love is super important, even if it's not towards physical twin, right? Because ultimately, every time we choose that, we raise the vibration frequency of the collective. B, we are spreading our light. We are multiplying our energy, our love that we have, our potential, right? And we are nurturing that feeling, nurturing what it's like, both on energetic level and in day-by-day life, right? And I had a few instances here while in Hawaii where I could see that with different people, and not necessarily like in a romantic sense, right? But where I could see other people exercising that, you know, on the Hawaiian world it's called aloha, exercising that aloha that flows like to you and from you both ways, right? Relentlessly, every day. And I could see that in my connection with other people, right? How powerful it can be, right? And how it purifies our energy, how it helps stay in this loving energy. Build that baseline, which is precious. Okay, messages between twins. Messages from DMs to DFs. What would they like to share this time? How are they feeling? What are they thinking? I hope you'll wait for me. Sex. I just dream and wish for everything, and there is someone else. Yeah, so there are some, like I was saying, there's still some regrets of the past, including, at least for some, making their own choice in a partner, right? But you see that they're saying, I hope you'll wait for me. And they're feeling this sexual drive, which is the main pull for the masculine energy anyway. They're hoping that it's not too late. And I just dream and wish for everything. They have those intentions in mind. They understand that, like, where that true love is now, right? So it's just a matter of time for them to fix any of the karmic decisions that they regret. You know, they have to take responsibility for, right? That we should respect too as feminines, because that's what a good person would do, right? If they made a commitment to someone, to something, they're seeing it through, and as something to respect and to admire, if anything. Messages from DFs to DMs. Right. I just wish things were different. Parental advice. I just want space and light. Yeah, so feminine is choosing light, and I just spoke on that a little bit more. And they know that this connection is helping them be in the energy of the light. It's like feminines is still processing certain wrongful advice that they've gotten in the past. They also have some regrets, and I spoke about that too when we were talking about the current energy, right? So right now they're taking space, and we saw similar vibe yesterday to deal with those things, with those energies, even with those feelings, you know, because what I'm getting, that's more of a problem, that the feelings are still lingering there. It's not even about the material, like the issue in the material world. It's not a blocker, it's not a deal breaker, but those feelings of, and I'm getting several plot lines here, feelings of being let down by someone, or just making a foolish choice I'm hearing, or feeling guilty for saying or doing something right, that needs to go, right? That needs to be released. So it looks like both twins actually have some stuff to release at this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I will be back with my readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.